Jai Janendra. Today I am going to share few of my experiences in my own life which has helped me to change my attitude and way of living for better. In everybody's life, opportunities come, but we seek mainly this opportunity with our external world, namely our social living, economical problems, academic careers, which are mainly concerned with name, fame, position, and power. Fortunately enough, I have succeeded in all these aspects to the maximum extent I can. I was born in a small village, but I did, with all my efforts, MS in general surgery. I was the first doctor from Kolhapur district to do MS and start practicing surgical practice in Kolhapur. In no time, I became Rotary President, Medical Association, this and that, so many connected to social organization, name always in the newspapers, etc. I was successful outside, no doubt. But however, I used to feel internally agitated. But I was not knowing what to do for that. And it so happened, to overcome this internal agitation, I got easily tempted to some vices, and one of them was tobacco. I became a pakka tobacco chewer. A doctor and doing this, knowing very well it is wrong, I should not do, but I was not able to control myself. I could control the outside people, but not my own habits. And when I was in the grip of such problem, it so happened that in February 1981, there was a Mahamastaka Vaishaka Puja of Lord Gomteshwara for completing 1000 years. That time, I was appointed, I had already started a youth organization called as Veer Sevadal, where a disciplined Sainiks were there to give their services. I was appointed as chairman of voluntary committee for that puja. Same year, I was also editor of a newspaper, one fortnightly of Dakshin Bharat Jain Sabha called Pragati and Jinvijay. And we were to come out with a special issue on Mahamastaka Abhishek. I did all the studies, detail about this Gomteshwar, Shravan Belgol and that. And 3 points which I observed saliently, highlighted in that article. One of them was, this statue was created by Chamund Rai, the Prime Minister of that region, to fulfill the desire of his mother. Spent a lot of money and efforts. So the first example, how a son does his best to fulfill the desire of his mother. Second one was, when the first Mastaka Abhisheka was done, it is expected that the Panchamrita, that is milk and all other things which you pour from the head, must reach to the toe. Chamundra was very proud that he could get this statue done and all that thing. Surprisingly, even if they used to pour milk by buckets from the head, hardly it used to reach the shoulders. He became very nervous. And one day, one old lady climbed that whole mountain, came with a small cup of milk and said, please do this. Pour. They started laughing. When we are pouring buckets, nothing is happening. He says, but Chamundra said, no, you do it. And when that small unit cup of milk was poured on the head, the whole thing started flooding. So much so that below there became a pond of milk. Milk is white, and in Kannada, Belgoda means white. And that is why this place is called as Shravana Belgoda. Shravana means those who take efforts. Shravak. Belgoda means this. Now, when the ego came up, even if he has made a statue, he was not able to satisfy. His ego came down. So though love for mother, but he started taking ego. And the third thing is, what is the significance of this statue? This statue is made such a way that the surrounding mountain is chiseled out. It is not prepared at one place and put there. 57 feet in height, absolutely proportionate. And it is free from waistline to the head to the sky. You can see it from 14, 15 kilometers away. Such a huge thing. But when you go near and start watching the face, it is so serene. For the first time you start experiencing what is quietness, internal happiness, bliss, and all that. You forget yourself. You go and if you see that with, now because I had studied all the aspect of this, I was simply surprised because this Bahubali, the statue was built, a naked statue. Why? Because this Bahubali, story goes that they are the sons of the first Tirthankara Vrishabha. He had from one wife 100 sons. The elder was Bharat and one daughter, Sundari, and from another wife, Bahubali and Brahmi. After reigning the kingdom and all that, he developed Vairagya, felt like getting out of all this mundane life, and he distributed all that into 101 areas and gave to his son and asked, rule this kingdom, each of you. So Bahubali got his region, Bharata got his region and all. And Vrishabha went to Kailasa. Vrishabha taught Brahmi how to write and read. That is what is now today known as Brahmi Lipi. And Sundari, he taught mathematics. So mathematics, Asi, Masi, Krushi, all these things have come. Now, when he went away, everything was going on, but Bharata felt that he should become Chakravarti. So he had a Aswamegh Vedya, and when that he won all other kingdoms, and when he came back to his own kingdom, the Chakra was not coming with him. They said, you have not won Bahubali. Then they asked, he said, oh, he is my brother, he will surrender to me. But when he sent a message to Bahubali, he said, why should I surrender? Then they said, be ready for war. And they both started confronting. So the elders there said, this is to decide who is the stronger. Then why make army die? So you fight between two of you. They accepted it. And 3 types of wars were decided. One was staring at each other. He who blinks first is defeated. The second is splashing water. Now Bahubali being tall, he could look down. Bharata got easily defeated. Splashing is Bahubali. His hands are quite big. He could splash water very fast. Bahubali Bharata got defeated there also. The whole army is watching. Out of 3 wars, in 2 wars, Bharata is defeated. And the final was wrestling. Now Bahubali, he was a very strong man. He just lifted Bharata and he moved him in the air 3 times. And he was to throw him down. Suddenly, Bahubali realized, what the hell he is doing? Am I trying to defeat my elder brother for this kingdom? What is the use of it? No. He slowly put him down and he said, my dear brother, you have won. I am not interested in this Chakravarti Pada. I go away. And he suddenly took to sannyas and he went to Kailas. This was a great surprise to all. Now see, the moment he realized the value of internal peace, he didn't get attracted to the external things. All these points I had highlighted. That article was appreciated like anything. And then I was also congratulated for that. With this, I had come to Shravanbelgola to give my services. And when I was standing in front of that statue, watching the face intensely, I said, I described what he has left, kingdom also, Chakravarti Pada also, and I get congratulations for that, and I can't leave my tobacco, shame on you. This intense thought, which is inspired by Bahubali's presence in me, helped me to get rid of tobacco. And since that day, I have not touched tobacco for my eating or anything. I realize that what should not be done, if we decide, we can do that. So many things we know what we should not do, but we are doing because we don't intensely decide. The moment I came back to Kolhapur, my family people came to know that I have left tobacco. Everybody was very happy. One of my friends took me to Vipassana course, and there, as a doctor, I knew how mind works, but how to manage mind, we were not knowing. I was practicing yogasanas and pranayama. 10 days sitting in silence with closed eyes, I watched within myself and realized how my conditioning has taken place and how to decondition yourself. 3 years I went continuously, mastered that art of watching within, remain equanimous and alert moment to moment. By then, lot of psychosomatic problems were increasing with geometrical proportion in the society. Medicines can help to tolerate it but can't cure. So I started a yoga course called as Holistic Yoga Health Workshop, which includes watching within yourself and develop the awareness and getting rid of vices, as well as mainly your feeling of attachment and aversion. Be firm but don't be assertive, and don't compare yourself with others. Slowly it became popular. I was appointed. You see, during that puja time, Mr. S.P. Jain was the chairman of the committee, and the puja was carried out under the guidance of Parama Puja 1108 Vidyanandaji Maharaj and Param Puja Bhattarak Charukirti Maharaj, and puja committee was headed by S.P. Jain, and he was very happy that a person who has done MS was there 3 weeks giving services. When he came to know that I have done so much progress in yoga, he appointed me as the consultant in yoga therapy at Bombay Hospital. See, once I started, this were the turning point. And then sky was the limit. I was invited here and there. By now I have taken 900 yoga workshops all over the world, out of which 150 are abroad. I had the opportunity to go to President of India, K.R. Narayan, and stay in Rashtrapati Bhavan twice, once 10 days and once 4 days. V.P. Singh, ex-Prime Minister, I had an occasion to give him 40 hours lesson. What I wanted to tell you is, if your attitude changes, if you start watching within and learn how to change your mind's old sort of conditioning, it is like a computer, how to put pause and how to delete. All this I started telling. And with this, vegetarianism, proper exercises, remaining away from vices, and most important is to develop very good interpersonal relationship with your own family members first and the people with whom you work. Live laughing, help others to laugh. Don't frown. Frowning helps to increase your diseases, and plain laughter without any intention and helping others to laugh acts as a health tonic. This was all because of my blessings of I attributed Bahubali. Jai Ho, Jai Ho.